Welcome to the Speakers Don't Lie, where we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth when it comes to being an independent recording artist. I'm your host, WesTheTech, creator and founder of WesTheTech Productions, and I'm basically here to empower you as a recording artist to build a full-time music business so that you no longer have to work outside of your craft, all right? I did it, and I know that you can do it too. All it takes is just a little effort, you feel me? For today's episode, I'm going to bring in a good friend of mine, Courtesythebeast, all right? This dude is absolutely epic. He puts in work like nobody else, all right? I mean, from making music to selling merch to, I believe he got like an ebook or audio book out now. I'm pretty sure once I get him on, he'll definitely talk about that and tell us a little bit more about it. But as soon as I get him on, we're just going to talk everything music business, and things of that. And I think he's almost ready. So let me just go ahead and bring him in.
Yo,
There he goes. What's good, brother?
nothing much, man. Nothing much,
How you living?
man. I can't even complain, bro. I can't complain at all,
I
at
feel
all.
you. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. I was just telling everybody before you got on, bro. You be putting in that work, bro. You've been putting in a lot of work lately. I've been seeing you.
Man, when I say the work, like the work don't stop, bro. The work can't stop
Yeah,
because it's like working out, bro. As soon as you stop working out, your body just flab, bro. Just
I
become
feel
more
that.
weak.
I feel that. That's what's up. That's what's up. You got to do it. You got to keep pushing. I
You
feel
have
that,
to,
bro. I feel that. So before I get into the music, before I get into the music stuff, because you know that's what this show is all about. Talking
definitely.
music. I need to know what you just recently dropped. What is this? An ebook? An audio book? You got to tell me what it is right now. Right now.
Hey, so the ebook is, and I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that. The ebook is, yes, I did create an ebook and it's new.
Okay.
Um, as far as the audio book, I'm actually learning how to do it on my own, how to do it
Mm,
because feel me, like you already know how we get down, bro. We ain't waiting on nothing. We
for
rather get it
sure. For
ourselves.
sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm creating my own audio book. Like I got my own equipment here. I'm watching
That's what's
YouTube
up.
videos on how to do it, so I ain't
That's what's
gotta.
up.
Yeah, but the book is called Five Steps to
Mm.
Properly Talk to a Girl. To properly
Ooh!
talk to a girl. Hey,
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
Hey, listen. That right there.
Mm.
Now you might people like I had a couple people that was like only 5 steps. I'm like, understand,
Mm.
these ain't just 5 steps to just
Mm.
talking to a girl. These steps is for character development.
I
These
feel
steps
that.
is to you feel me to boost
Yeah.
your own confidence, to
Yeah.
to 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 see the world in a different perspective. It's more than just 5 steps to
Mm.
talk to a girl. It just happens to be talking to a
Mm.
girl.
Word.
And and that's what the book is. That's what the book
Word.
is.
That's
So
what's up. So what inspired you? What inspired you to do the book in the first place?
um So this is gonna be crazy. So
Hmm.
let me tell you how inspired I quickly get to
All
know
right.
to want to
All right.
do something.
Yeah.
I was scrolling on Instagram, right?
Hmm.
I was scrolling on Instagram, and I ain't even trying to sound all spirit. You know how we is with the spirituality.
Yeah. Yeah.
God told me to go on 50 Cent page.
Mm. Hmm.
I went on 50 Cent page, and
Hmm.
he just posted maybe like 4 seconds ago.
Hmm.
The post was like, if you a rapper, you can make a book. If you a, you know,
Mm.
how them posts like that, like if you
Yeah.
a, that was it was a more things on that post, but that's the only thing that stood out to me. That thing said, if you a rapper, you can
Word.
make a book. Don't limit yourself. So
Mm.
I thought about that, and I was
Hmm.
like, wow,
That's
God, you got
deep.
jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that sparked it.
So
That's what's up. That sparked
yeah,
it. Yeah. Well, we
so
got a question from my boy Dre. He said
what's
he
up?
says he's married and he says, "Are you married or do you believe in marriage?" Ooh, he coming out the gate. All right.
All right, so first I want to say shout out to my boy Dre.
Yeah.
I ain't married. I
Mhm.
ain't probably gonna get married no time soon, cause
I
like
feel that.
it's you feel me?
Get,
It's
get
too much
yourself right
things. I'm
first.
right. It's too
Hmm.
much things going on that I want to accomplish, and
Hmm.
I ain't even hit the break yet, and I can't be doing that while married. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
I
that.
mean, I mean, kudos to the people who can maybe manage that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But nah.
I feel that.
But
I feel that.
you
Ain't
feel
nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Especially when you have certain goals that you know you want to accomplish before you take that step. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the same zone too. I'm like, it's definitely something in the cards. It's definitely something in my future. You know what I'm saying? But it's like there's just certain things I gotta get done first. You know
right.
what I'm saying? I feel that. I feel that. So going back to the book though, it's so dope because I just recently finished the ebook. You know what I'm
I
saying?
seen
So,
that.
and you just did ebook. So, what was that process like for you? Because as an artist, we're both artists. Writing music is like nothing. You get what I'm saying? Making music is like nothing. But transitioning to okay, now I'm about to be a publisher. Now I'm about to be a writer. How was for a book? How was that transition for you?
I ain't even gonna lie, my man. It wasn't it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy either. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because being a side, like you said, bro, we already put pen to the paper. We
For
already
sure.
visionaries. We already can create movies in our head because that's all music is, nothing
For
but
sure.
movies. You
For
get what I'm
sure.
saying?
Facts. Facts.
And I took those same skills on how I make my music because
Mm.
me personally, I like to literally, people might think it's weird, but hey, this how I'm
Mm.
so fire. I ain't even gonna lie.
Mm.
I literally draw pictures out, you know what I'm saying, in my book, or
Mm.
I take notes
Yeah, that's what's up.
of the things I vision, and then I
Yeah,
make a song and beats
I
and
feel
stuff.
that. I feel that.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So the transition wasn't hard, but when I
yeah,
say it wasn't easy either, it's
yeah.
like, oh my God, this is really happening. Like I'm really about to be a author
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I ain't never been no author before, so
I
like I don't
feel
even know.
that.
This is a different kind of realm, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't even
yeah,
know how this gonna turn out.
yeah. No,
So
I definitely feel that. It's almost like that fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, I'm jumping into something that's different. You know what I'm saying? So
way
like,
different.
you know what I'm saying? Wait, I'm about to be an author. This is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely feel that. For me, it was the same thing. I was just like, it's not hard actually physically writing it, but getting your mentality right for it was the thing. It was just like, okay, this is different. You get what I'm saying? And that's what's up. That's what's up. And I urge anyone, definitely go ahead and check out that ebook for sure. You get what I'm saying? It definitely sounds super interesting just by the title alone. I got to pick it up myself. Check it out for sure. So let's get
Appreciate
to this
that.
music though. All right. So when it comes to the music, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely tell us where you're from, you know what I'm saying? And a little bit about your music journey so far.
So far, well, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's we it's a lot of it's a lot of talent down here that's
Facts.
um that's undiscovered. You know what I'm saying? Not the
Facts.
ones,
Facts.
and you know what I'm saying? I'm not, bashing the ones that's, I guess higher up and, from
Yeah.
Florida,
Mm.
but it's a lot of artists that I've literally met that I've
Mm.
come to know from
Mm.
from, from our area
Mm.
that's extremely dope. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's and it's so crazy. Like I got a lot of it just by you asking where I'm from because I'm
Mm.
literally, and that leads into the next question, my music journey. Where am I now?
Yeah.
I am low key. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I can't believe I'm saying this,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to say it because I
Yeah.
don't like really telling my moves. You feel me? I
Yeah.
don't
No, I
like.
feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. So I am create playlists with Broward artists on there. You feel
Mm.
me? So far I got two done.
Wow.
Yeah, so far I got two
Word.
done, and I'm gonna continue scouting for different artists that's not big because I'm definitely for the
Mm.
underdogs. Definitely for the
Yeah, I
underdogs.
feel that. I feel that. That's super
So
dope. That's super dope. Jazz Fakir just joined on. What's going on?
yo yo,
That's what's up. So basically, it's like a promotional playlist to promote all the artists in the area.
pretty much
Yeah,
the ones, the underdogs, the
the
ones that's
underdog.
not really big on
I
on
feel
the
that.
fame and stuff. They could
I
care less
feel that.
about that.
I feel
You
that.
feel me?
Yeah, especially for Florida too, because it's kind of crazy because it's like the rest of the nation kind of have a representation of Florida artists. You get what I'm saying? And not to say there's anything wrong with them. You get what I'm saying? But it's like we're not all like Kodak. You get what I'm saying? We don't all are like that. You get what I'm saying? Florida actually has more flavors than that. You get what I'm saying? And it's dope that you're doing that because people could get a little taste of what Florida really has to offer.
And that goes and me and my homeboy James, that's more like my brother. Me and him was talking like we was talking about that the other day. We was like, Florida is not just tied down or labeled to just a certain artist standing up for us. Like not everybody from Florida sound like Kodak. Not everybody from Florida sound like Rod Wave. Not everybody from Florida sound like One Way. Not everybody sound we don't all sound like that. Some of us
we don't even all use auto-tune.
Bro, we don't. Not all of us use auto-tune. Not all of us have like the trap beats with the pianos in it. Not all of us is like that. Some of us we like to. We not labeled. Like some of us like to. Some of us like to delve into rock. Some of us like to delve into jazz, hip hop. Like the song that we did, Pete. That song isn't Florida like, but
not at all. It's Southern, but it's definitely not Florida. You wouldn't get Florida from that at all, and I feel that, and that's just super dope that you're even doing that because that's one of those things that's always on my heart. I'm like, dang, I just really wish people knew what Florida really has to offer besides that. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like. We'll get there one day. You get what I'm saying? I just pray that it's soon. You feel me? So let me ask you this. What inspired you to do music in the first place?
What inspired me to do music in the first, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Music has the musical gift has always been there, but I just didn't know how to, I didn't know how to utilize it because what's a gift without planning? What's a gift without passion? What's a gift without no kind of counsel? What's a gift without any of that? So, and what's a gift without, like, what powers your gift is your passion, frustration, irritation, determination, dedication, all of that. So,
I feel that.
You feel me? So I always wanted to first, I never looked at music. I never did something else and looked at music and it just turned my path and like, oh, I want to do music now. No, it always been music. Always. I'm talking about like if my mom was here, she can tell you the things I used to do when I was like maybe 2 or 3 years old. But what made me want to start music and take it serious was I had something to say. I had a story. Like we all have stories. We all have different gifts to demonstrate our story through. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And mine's and I take music and I use music as a pulpit, a platform to express my pain, my struggles, my ups and downs.
I feel that.
And my transgressions, just be open. And I use music that way. So that really inspired me to take it serious. Like
I love that. And what's cool about that is like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, God put us all on this earth for a purpose. You get what I'm saying? He ain't just created us just so that we could be. We all have a purpose, you know?
Exactly.
And sometimes for some of us, it's very difficult finding that purpose. Some of us don't find that purpose until we're maybe in our 30s or 40s or maybe even 60s or 70s. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it's such a blessing that you knew at a young age that was your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might have taken you a little while to make it official, say, okay, I'm gonna really do this thing.
Definitely.
You still had that purpose, and it's good that you acted on it because a lot of people don't even act on their purpose. You know what I'm saying? They know they want to do this, but they just don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what's stopping you? What's that roadblock that's stopping you from actually living the way God intended you to live? You feel me?
I noticed that if you don't if you know this is what God wants you to do and you don't do it, it's gonna eat at you. You ain't gonna get no sleep. It's gonna bother you to the point it's a curse. If you don't do it, it's gonna bother the freak out of you until it's eating you alive.
It's so
And
true.
my man said, he said, fear stops them.
Yeah.
It's not just fear.
Yeah.
It's comfortability. It's relying on others
Mm.
to forward them, and that's
Yeah,
where they mess
that's
up.
true. That's true. No, yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that. You know, and a lot of times it just takes that one step. You know what I'm saying? It just takes that maybe that one song or that one verse that you write to really just set the world ablaze. You get what I'm saying? It really is that easy. What's just that one little taste of it could just boom. You get what I'm saying? But
Or even it could just be you talking, like somebody wanting you to talk at
mm,
a
uh,
event,
yeah, or do a speech or something. Yeah,
or do it, yeah, or do a
yeah,
speech, and you
yeah,
don't know, and like with everybody in this day and age, everybody, the cameras and stuff, bro, you can
yeah,
be just by that one speech,
yeah,
you out now.
yeah.
Just
No, it's
imagine.
true. It's true.
It's true. Just
Yeah,
imagine if you
right.
had so many speeches backed up in the past, and then
Mm,
like you said, it just take
yeah,
one song. If that
yeah,
one song blow,
yeah,
you have so many songs in the back that you've
yeah.
done
It's so
that's
true.
gonna feed, man.
It's so true. It's bro. It's like I believe I was watching. It's so ironic. I think I was looking at a Rick Ross clip yesterday, and he was just like, "You only got to win once." You know what I'm saying? You only got to win once. You just have to have that one song one time, and then everything changes. You know what I'm saying? And
Everything.
it's like, man, he makes it sound so simple, and it really is that simple. Just as long as you're putting forth the effort. You get what I'm saying? That.
And then another thing, if like when Rick Ross blew,
Mm-hmm,
and a lot of artists don't
mm-hmm,
talk, a lot of people don't talk about this, bro.
mm-hmm,
If you look at all the artists that blew now,
mm-hmm,
you go back to their freaking past, they had a
mm-hmm.
whole bunch of mixtapes
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
first.
Yeah. People tend to forget. Rick Ross blew when he was 30, either 32 or 33. You know, for artists, that's like late in the game. You get what I'm saying? You're supposed to be like in your early 20s, 1918. Nah, it took that man up into his 30-something year to finally, boom, every day I'm hustling. You get what I'm saying? And then from there, he ain't looked back.
Joyner Lucas started at
You're
30
right.
some,
You're
two
right.
chains.
Yeah.
So
And
that just
Jordan,
goes to
right too.
show.
Jordan is interesting because it's like he started so late, but somehow he caught the attention of Eminem, who's like a legend. You get what I'm saying? And it's like that's all it is that it's just stepping into your passion. That's what's up. So speaking of all these different artists, let me ask you, who's your biggest inspiration as far as artist wise?
My biggest inspiration will always be, and I kid you not, will always be, um, well, I want to say I'm not really inspired, but I'm motivated, if that makes
Okay, I
sense.
like
Like,
that. Okay,
nobody inspired me to pick up a mic. Nobody inspired me to rock a show.
I
That was
feel that.
just,
I feel that.
I'm just driving myself. But
Yeah.
I guess if you were to put it that way,
Mm.
um, I would say Outkast and
Mm.
Outkast and Drake.
I feel that.
I mess
I
with a
feel
lot
that.
of artists,
Yo,
but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of old school artists, but Outkast and Drake, they to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
they
They
alternated.
different. They different. You Forgive Fitness just joined on was good. No,
Yo, yo,
Outkast. You know what I'm saying? You know you're the first artist I have that actually mentioned Outkast, and it's crazy because a lot of people they talk about Biggie, they talk about Pac, they talk about these cats going diamond. Speaker Box and Love Below went diamond. All right, like, it's crazy. I think there's only 4 artists that ever went diamond as far as like hip hop artists. Biggie, Pac, Will Smith, because he just everybody loved his music, and
everybody, yeah.
Outkast. That's it. That's it. There's nobody. Oh, Eminem as well. Eminem also did go diamond, but you feel me? It's just great. Outkast is just they're one of my favorite because you got 2 elements. You got 2 elements that's so different, but somehow they made it work on every single track.
And then what I really love about them and Drake is they're not limited to
Yeah,
just
diverse.
they're diverse. They're not
Yeah,
limited to just hip hop.
yeah. I feel that.
They're everywhere. They're
I
every
feel that.
genre. Cause look, not everybody gonna listen to hip hop. So
Yeah.
you gotta like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
gotta have more than just hip hop songs.
Yeah.
Like, do you
No, you're
have
right.
rock songs?
Yeah.
Man.
No, I feel that. It's funny because like I even remember the Speaker Box and Love Below. Like before it came out, I'm like, bro, I'm probably gonna be all on Speaker Box. I don't know about that Love Below stuff, but boy, was I wrong. once I heard it had roses on there, but it had Prototype. I was like, yo, 3 stacks went off, yo. Like, now I definitely feel that. I feel that. That's what's up. Now, so let me ask you this. I know you say, you know, you don't like if there was someone, its motivation is Outkast and Drake. If you had to pick one album, right? You're stuck on an island. You're stuck on, I know this is gonna be a tough one. But you're stuck on an island and you can only listen to one album for the rest of your life, right? Whose album would it be and what album?
Dang.
That's like the hardest question, I know.
Uh, I gotta go with Outkast. I gotta go with AT
AT Aliens. I feel that. I can't hate on that.
Listen,
I can't hate on that.
only reason no, it's multiple reasons, but the reason why I'm choosing ATL over all of Drake albums, even though I love all Drake albums because they different. But the only reason why I'm choosing Outkast is because you don't know what you're gonna expect. You don't know, you can't expect what Outkast is gonna bring. You can kind of suspect what Drake is gonna bring because it's like it's only him. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
Outkast, you don't know.
Two-headed monster. You don't know what's coming.
You don't know if you finna come. You don't know if you finna get jazz mixed with
it's true.
Punk metal.
True. Yeah.
You don't know if you finna get
real. The Dungeon Click.
Man.
Or
you don't know.
You don't know what you're getting. You real. That's real. That's real. Now, yeah, I don't know if I would ever be able to pick a favorite Outkast album. That's absolutely hard. I mean, from Aquemini, AT Speak About Love, I don't know. And then there's Steak Noya. Oh my gosh. Like all of their stuff is fire. All of their stuff is fire. I'm with that. That's what's up. All right, so now that we got like the fun questions out the way, we're gonna get into like the real nitty-gritty questions when it comes to this whole music business stuff.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
All right, so being an independent artist, right? You know, we got a whole different perspective on things. You get what I'm saying? We got certain battles that label artists don't have. You get what I'm saying? But we have a higher ceiling and we get more of a profit, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? If we make it to those levels, right? So let me ask you, what would be, for yourself, what would be the hardest part about being an independent recording artist?
The hardest part is for me personally, the hardest part is I want to say wearing all the hats. Because you're substituting what the label is supposed to do for you. So that's why, and I said this in a last IG interview. I was like, a lot of hip hop independent artists don't carry on because you got to do everything.
It's overwhelming. You're right.
So that's what I want to say. The hardest thing for me is wearing all the hats, but it's like you said, bro, it's very benefiting because at the end, once you see, you're going to appreciate it because you did all of this and you worked too hard. Nobody really handed you anything because you're doing everything on your own. And when you make those, like you said, when you reach those limits of profitable, nobody is going to be like, I need my fee, or you gonna get butt raped.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Like you said, you got to put in
Yeah,
the work. If you don't put in the work, then it's like, then you really shouldn't be you shouldn't be independent if you don't want to put in the work.
put in the work.
Simple as that.
That's facts. And it's so crazy because it's like, you know what I'm saying? If we're just looking at the music side of it alone, right? You got to write it. You know what I'm saying? If you're making your own beats, you got to make the beats, right? Then you got to mix and master it. Then you got to distribute it. You get what I'm saying? Then you got to promote it. Then you got to market it. And that's just the music side of it. We're not even talking about the business side.
No,
When
no,
you have
no.
to get the LLCs and the, you get what I'm saying, the PROs and all of that other stuff. And it's like, yo, it's like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. Look, yeah, you're the CEO, the director, manager, and employee.
And but look, I'm glad he said that, because
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
the
that's big
CEO, you
fact.
are the
Yeah,
marketing department,
yeah.
you
You're
are
everything. Yeah,
you everything. You are everything.
it's so true.
And
It's
if you don't have that kind, if you not, bro, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna
mm,
say this. If you are not dedicated, you are
mm,
not going to succeed as
at
an
all.
independent artist.
At all. It's true. It's true. It is big facts. It is big fact. It's one of those things for me. I compartmentalize it. Like, I literally have a different name for myself as the artist, a different name for myself as the producer, a different name for myself as just so I'm like, okay, I'm stepping from Connect to WesTheTech. All right, now from WesTheTech to Wesley, like, because that's the only way I can ration it. Like, because like you said, it is a lot, bro. It is a lot. There you go. You're a business, you're a brand, you're an artist, you're everything. You get what I'm saying? So
You
that
are.
definitely is the hard part. But you know, one thing that I am coming to terms with though is we don't necessarily have to do everything. You get what I'm saying? There are some minor things that we could allocate. You get what I'm saying? Or put to other people. Like, I believe most artists should allocate something like mix and mastering. You get what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Because mix and mastering is such a complexity. If you're an artist and you're like, I want to do my own mix and mastering, then you might as well hold off on being an artist for at least 2 or 3 years. Because it's going to take you at least 2 or 3 years to learn how to do it professionally. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the point in pushing your career three years back to learn mix and master when you could just allocate it, pay somebody 50 to $100 to mix and master your track? You get what I'm saying? So like, allocating definitely helps, but now the question becomes, what do you allocate? You get what I'm saying?
So that right, man, look, y'all, bro, he said a very powerful point right there.
Mm,
But at the end of the day, what we're saying, if there's no dedication, then
mm,
you might as well just, I don't even know, bro. You
yeah,
might as well just I
yeah,
guess
yeah,
you should just beg and wait for
yeah.
a label to sign you,
Mm,
so all of that stuff can
that's
finally
a good
take
point.
place.
That's
That's
a good
yeah.
point. That's a good
So
point. Mhm. But see, that's where it's tough for us, especially like in this century. You get what I'm saying? 21st century or 2021. Back then, if you didn't have the dedication but you had the talent, record labels would come sign you and they would do
and help
everything
you,
for you. They would help
and
you.
help you.
Nowadays, record labels won't even sign you unless they see that you're doing stuff by yourself already. You get what I'm saying? Record labels would rather sign the guy who's already marketing himself, already got this many followers, than grow somebody from the grassroots. You get what I'm saying? You already did half of the work for me. Now I'm gonna sign you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna develop this person from scratch. Record labels don't really do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you messed up if you ain't working for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
that's just record labels right now is just like jobs now. They ain't hiring people that
Mm.
they have to train up. They hiring people
You're
who
right.
already have some
You're
kind
right.
of skills, some kind of
Yeah.
background,
Yeah.
and we can work together.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You have no experience, none whatsoever. All right, thank you for your time. No, you're right. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. true record labels want proof you're gonna make them money. That is a big, big fact. You know, and not only that, it's just too easy for record labels to find time. All they got to do is go on social media and see which artists have the most followers that are unsigned, and they'd be like, okay, let's look into this person, let's look into that person, or go on YouTube and see which unsigned artist has the most views. Okay, let me check. That's how Ed Sheeran got signed. That's how Lil Nas X, that was through TikTok. You know what I'm saying? All of them, they did it themselves for the most part. Record labels just kind of just jumped onto the shit.
Yeah.
Once they set off, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, me personally, if I get to that point, what do I even need you for? You know what I'm saying? I already did all the work myself. Like, but
and that's that's the beauty part. Like what you just said. Like, what's his name? It's an independent artist that is, the record labels hate this man, bro. The record labels hate this man, bro. I forgot his name, but he always promoting. He was like, bro, I work myself from the ground up. So when record labels reach out to him, he denied them despite how big the contracts is, and they don't like that because he's encouraging other hip hop or independent artists in general, no matter what genre. He's encouraging them to do their own thing, and record labels hate that. They hate this man, bro.
They do. That's like that's like you're teaching yourself how to fix an AC unit. Like every AC company is gonna be upset. Like, yo, you're taking our jobs away. Like, no, I know Nipsey was probably like one of the biggest people when it came to that. You know, the record labels hated Nipsey because Nipsey was like, look, I already did all the work. You get what I'm saying? The only thing I'll let you guys do is distribute on a global scale. But I've already did everything else, which is why Nipsey went through so many different labels before he got the right deal that he was willing to accept. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey, I mean, he had a mixtape that he was selling for $1,000 at one point, and people were copying it. He sold that thing out first week, you know what I'm saying? Because he had built himself up to that point that he was able to do that. That's unheard of, you know what I mean?
He already had like the new way to do music. Record labels want to control. See, that's what they didn't like about Nipsey. That's what they didn't like about these high independent artists is they can't control them. See, if you can't control the artist, that means they're free to go to however heights they want. And they don't have anybody to answer to because they're not tied down to a certain label. Now, I'm not saying like if y'all like artists, if y'all want to join a label, then do that. If you don't have time to build yourself up, build your personal brand from scratch, then join the label. But be mind you that those advances that they're giving you it's not your money. You have to pay that. You got to pay that money on all of it. You got to pay that money on the back end. And if you don't, you're going to be in debt with them. They ain't going to push no music out for you. So just be mindful if you want to do it, if you want to go that route. You know what I'm saying?
That is big facts. That is absolution. There's plenty of evidence and proof of it. You can even Google actual generic record label contracts, and you'll see for yourself. Anything that they advance to you, it is not for you. It is a loan. It is okay. All your record sales is going to go to them up until that money is paid back. You don't get paid a penny until after all of it is paid back. But that's the setup because you're going to use that money to make high-end music videos. You're going to use that money for studio time. You're going to use that money to get jewels and cars and all of this stuff to build up your image as an artist, only to have to pay all of that back. You know what I'm saying?
And then another thing about this that that artists don't talk about, bro, or they don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there because I don't care. I'm gonna put this out there. Everything, if a record label builds your personal brand from scratch, nothing you own is yours. What I mean is, what I mean is, your IG followers aren't yours. That car isn't yours. Them chains isn't yours. That music isn't yours.
All of it.
Them clothes you bought isn't yours. Man.
It's so true. It's so true. And the main thing, especially when it comes to the music, is your masters. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
Exactly. You become a slave. That's perfect words. Like the owning your masters is the most important thing. You get what I'm saying? If you don't own your masters, you're dead. Like because your masters is proof that the music is yours. Whoever owns the masters owns the music. So if the music does well for your entire life, only the owner will get all of that bread. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people, I remember I think one of the funniest stories I ever heard was when DMX met Prince. You know what I'm saying? DMX met Prince at a nightclub, and DMX was like, I want to make a song with you. Prince's response to DMX was, "Do you own your own masters?" You get what I'm saying? So basically, he was like, "Yo, I ain't gonna do a song with you if you ain't gonna get most of the profit. If you don't own your masters, why would I do a song with you so that your record label get the money? I'm trying to bless you with a feature, not bless your record label." You know what I'm saying? Prince was on that level. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like record labels, it's not the way to go. But like you said, if you're one of those artists who you're going to need that type of support, you're going to need, those things to push you, then you might not have a choice. You get what I'm saying? Because this independent stuff is really off the strength of the muscle, like for real. You know what I mean?
But they don't like independent artists. That's why, and I met some of them, bro. I ain't gonna say their names, but I met some of them who was like, "I'm done with this independent stuff. I'm gonna just reach out for a label." And I told one of them, I was like, I said, "I ain't finna stop you from, if you want to join the label, I ain't finna stop you. But please, like my man said, you pretty much a slave because your image isn't yours.
Yeah.
The followers you gain from this is not yours.
Yeah. The brand ain't yours. Nothing. No. It's tough. I remember you remember MTV Cribs? I think they brought it back, but I remember, man, one of the saddest MTV Cribs I seen was, I think it was Redman MTV Cribs. Yo, if you can, guys, when you get a chance, go on YouTube and watch Redman's MTV Cribs. Yo, this man was in a one-room apartment. And I'm talking about, this is like at the peak of Redman and Method Man. You get what I'm saying? The Blackout album. You get what I'm saying? This dude literally didn't even have a mattress, yo. Like, he was sleeping on it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy because, like, they were on the top of the charts during that time. How are you on the top of the charts, but you living like this? You get what I'm saying? Record label. That's the only way. You get what I'm saying? But then you got cats like Nipsey, who most of his career, he wasn't big like that. You get what I'm saying? But look at his ownership. Look at his ownership. You get what I'm saying? He on the top 10 of the Forbes list. You get what I'm saying? But he ain't even global like that when it comes to his music. It don't matter because he's getting most of the percentage of everything. You know what I'm saying? And so it definitely is a real thing. But let me ask you this. If you could give your younger, of course, as both of us being men of God, we know God sets our path for us. We know that, you know what I'm saying, everything happens for a reason, right? So kind of this isn't like, oh, I regret or I should have never did this. This is more like reflective. If there was a piece of advice you could give your younger self, what would it be?
All right. So first, but before I answer that, I want to tell y'all that we actually on this live because God is funny like that.
Yeah.
Because I met him through a friend that he told me. I'm gonna say this.
That's
it was
right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell it, bro. I'm gonna tell it. Me and my best friend at the time, we went to it was around like maybe 7 o'clock, and we just decided just out of nowhere. We just decided to go go to Publix and get a Publix sub. So here we is in the line, and it's a dude in front of me, and it's a dude behind me, and the dude and I must. So when we're in the middle, right? The dude behind me was talking to, I guess, his girl, and he said something that, you know, I just happened to hear.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said something, and I mistaked it for it would sound like he was talking in music wise, but
Yeah.
he wasn't. But
Yeah.
I came to him, me being open, you know,
Yeah.
just being friendly, whatever. I stopped their conversation. I was like, "Oh, y'all boys in the music? I'm in the music too. Like I
Yeah.
do beats."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nah, I wasn't talking about music." But and then we just started laughing.
Yeah.
And then the dude in front of me, he was
Mm.
like, "You do music?" I was like, "Yeah, I do music." And he was
Mm.
like, "Bro, I got a studio coming up. You know, y'all boys trying to get up on that." And
Yeah.
then we exchanged numbers and all of that.
Yeah.
And just so happened the dude behind me said,
Yeah.
"Yo, I got this. I got my boy. He creating a studio in West Hollywood, in Hollywood,
Yeah. Yeah.
and and y'all,
Yeah.
he's the one. I'm talking about him. He's
Yes.
the dude. He's the homeboy."
Yeah.
So he was like, "Yo, you should holler at him because you know he creating a studio, he getting it fixed up and stuff." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna holler at him."
Yeah.
Probably 2 weeks later, we
Yeah.
talked, and next thing you know, this man heard my music, and he now I'm on a track. Now is he creating a EP, a project, and I'm on
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
all because
Yeah.
that God just got jokes, and now we on the live
You're
together.
right. You're right. I'm not gonna front. I got to. He gonna have to. I may have to apologize to him later, but I gotta shout him out. That's my boy Jay Bags. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jay Bags. That's who you had seen at the subway. And you know, it's funny because it's like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we as artists or we as producers or whatever, you know, when we ask for support, you know what I'm saying? People always think that we mean listening to the music and liking
Mm-mm.
the music. That's not the support we're talking about. We mean support
No,
in general. You don't have to like the music to support. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with the music to support. You get what I'm saying? Jay Bags is one of those people, like, he does like my music, but he tell anytime a conversation about music comes up, he definitely is gonna find a way to mention me. You get what I'm saying? And it's just such a blessing because it's like people like that are rare. You get what I'm saying? So big shout out to Jay Bag. Love you, bro. You know that. And yeah, man, that's exactly, you know, God works in mysterious ways, because when we linked and we started talking on IG and stuff, I'm like, yo, we got like the same mindset. You get what I'm
pretty,
saying? I'm like,
bro,
yo, yeah,
pretty,
on
bro,
everything. You get what I'm saying?
pretty,
So
pretty
that's what's up.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much we got the same mindset, because I
Yeah.
remember that call we had, that call we was talking about the Christian artists and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't even finna get into that. That's a whole nother, because
Yeah.
like if we explain that, I guarantee you, bro, if we explain that, bro, we gonna crush a lot of religious mindsets,
Yeah.
and ain't nobody got time for that, bro.
Yeah,
But
I'm not gonna lie. We got a little bit of time. We got a little bit of time.
oh,
What's
okay.
good, Reef? What's good with you? We got a little bit of time. We may have to. Well, you know what? Let's graze over it just a little lightly. So we were basically conversating about the difference between being a Christian artist or being an artist who's Christian, right? So there's a huge difference between those two things, right?
Thank you.
Being a Christian artist is you're presenting yourself as a messenger, right? You're presenting yourself as a messenger, or you're trying to present yourself as a messenger. You're trying to, you know, it's almost like you're trying to be a preacher in music form. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, all right? That is a blessing. That's what people absolutely need in this world. So I love the CHH community just like anything else, right? Basically, yeah, that's that Luke Craig. Now, the other side of it, being an artist who's Christian, is someone who is living their life as a Christian, right? And they express the things that they go through as a Christian, right? So they're more willing to talk about anything that's really happening in the world, because we have to live in this world as a Christian. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about, you know, sin. We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about all of these different things because we are Christians and we are living in this world. So we end up being more relatable. You get what I'm saying? It's like the difference between Lucre and NF. You get what I'm saying? Because NF, for example, he gets some flack because NF talks about, his past with his mother and how she was abusive and all of these things, and how he at one point he hated her. He's almost like the Eminem of Christian hip hop. You get what I'm saying? And some people, they're resistant towards it because he's not all gospel and come to Jesus and things like that. He's speaking his truth as a Christian, bro. We go through suicidal thoughts as Christians. We go through depression as Christians. We have anxiety as Christians. You get what I'm saying? It's not just come to the Lord. You get what I'm saying? There's more to it than that.
And bro, y'all look, the man just said something extremely crazy because, like he said, like for example, I'm a lyricist. I just happen to live the God life. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm not saying I love Jesus, I love God in my songs. And let me tell you, when God is with you, you don't have to pronounce it every song you say. You get what I'm saying? Yes. God, like we said, God is a spirit. So if he's with you, people are going to feel it through your songs, no matter what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because one thing, the perception that we were taught is just because they rap about Christian things, they're more holier than worldly music. But let me tell you, and I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Sorry, church folk, but I'm gonna have to say it. There's no difference. There's no difference between Canton Jones or Kurt Franklin and Kodak. What's really the difference? I'll tell you what we thought it was. We thought that because Kurt Franklin says Lord all the time, he doesn't curse, and he always keeps everything holy. We automatically thought that he's more he's more holier than, or he knows more, he knows God more than Kodak, because Kodak doesn't talk about those things. But here's the thing, that's also religion, because you look at Kurt Franklin and think, oh, he worship God, he's so anointed. But when you look at Kodak, you like, oh, he don't know nothing about God. He da 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 da. But here's the thing: God is not looking at Kurt Franklin like, I love Kurt Franklin more than Kodak, because he's talking about me and his songs. But you don't understand. But like what you just said, everybody, we like Christians, it's not always I love God, hallelujah, thank you Jesus. It ain't always that. Sometimes you need.
It's so. We got deep. We get deep. You know what I'm saying? Because it's what you just spoke on. It's like the difference between Jesus and the ministers and stuff of that time. You know what I'm saying? When Jesus came through, you get what I'm saying? He wasn't doing things like how it was supposed to be done. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't. So they was looking at him like, okay, there's no way you could be the Son of God. You're not Christian. Look at how you're doing things. Like, dude, there's a way we have to do these things. We have to say this many Hail Marys, or this, or do it this way, that way, that way. You get what I'm saying? But Jesus was like, it's not about any of that. It's about relationship. It's about all of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? And that's look, hey, that's some truth.
Repeat what you just said, bro. Repeat what you just said. I'm have to say this. I'm sorry, y'all. We're exposing, anybody, whatever. But look,
somebody touches, I promise.
we kind of just fell in it. Jesus wasn't. Oh, bro, Jesus was not religious. So he hung with, like, he didn't look. He didn't look churchy. He didn't look. He didn't have he didn't have fancy clothes on. And let's bring it modern. Let's bring it modern. He didn't have. He didn't walk around with suits on. He didn't walk around with a Bible in his hand. He didn't say, "I love Jesus. I love God" every single time. No.
You're right. You're right.
So when you look at the music, when you compare gospel rap or hip hop or Christian rap to regular rap. And you lean toward the Christian rap because it's more, you feel more like, you feel more holier.
Yeah.
So it's like, Jesus didn't talk about what religious folk. He talked real stuff.
Yes, he did.
Let's be honest. He talked stuff that you go through. We talk about, and that's what, like,
he did.
Me being a lyricist, right? Or you being a lyricist,
Yeah.
people might lean towards a upcoming Christian artist to
Yeah.
feel godly, and
Yeah.
they'll probably push us aside because we're not saying I love Jesus in all of our songs.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. When, like I said, when God is with you, it doesn't matter. You
Mm.
can say I love God, all
Yeah.
that thing.
I feel
That
that.
don't mean
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. People will
Man,
connect to it. People will connect to it, bro. It's so true. You get what I'm saying? And you know, listening to your music, you get what I'm saying? You're not preaching your music, but I know God is with you. I can
thank you.
feel it. You get what I'm saying? Because we all have the Holy Spirit in us. We could feel it through somebody else who has the Spirit through them because we're connected like that. So I can listen to your music. You don't gotta say God one time, but I know He's with you. You get what I'm saying? I know you
Thank
believe
you.
in Him. So, bruh, that's that real. That's that real. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. But sorry, y'all. We had to make a detour. Well, I'm not sorry, but either way, we had to
Nah.
make a detour because that's some real stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's some real stuff. So, you know, I definitely want to give you some time to, just to kind of tell everybody what you got in the works. You get what I'm saying? Like, what are you working on? You know what I mean?
So what I'm working on right now is pretty much that the Broward playlist right
The
now. Like
playlist, okay.
I would encourage y'all to check out the latest one I did, the latest album I did, because I'm
Vibe with
cranking
me?
that album. Vibe with me, exactly. So y'all want
Yeah.
to, check that out, bro, because like when I say it's gonna change you, I guarantee
Yeah.
you, because when I say, and I meant to do this, this was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Every message or every lyric has its own message. So check
Mm-hmm.
it out. But
Yeah,
as
for
far as
sure.
right now, what I'm doing is
Yeah.
the Broward playlist, and I'm on, and that's finna look, Wes, man, that's finna go as far as it needs to go, because
I feel that.
it's a lot of undiscovered underdog
I
artists
feel
that's
that.
dope in Broward. So
Yeah,
it's
I
it's
feel that. I feel that. And I'm gonna have to submit a few things. I'm gonna have to submit a few things for consideration for sure, for sure. You know what I
hey.
mean? That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, I definitely co-sign that. Y'all make sure y'all go check out, Vibe with me. And where can people find your music? Where can people find you as an artist? Like what social medias?
I'm on all social media platforms, but if you really trying to if you ain't trying to search and do all that,
Mm-hmm.
you can literally look me up on Google, and
Word. And
you
what do we
just
look up?
you look up Courtesy the Beast, no
Mm-hmm.
spaces, or you could just look up my name, Jamil Bless. Like
Word.
talk about putting in work. Your boy got a
Word.
whole Google
Yeah, that's
everything.
what's
So
up.
so y'all could check me out there. You know what I'm saying? If y'all
Word.
don't want to go through all of that, I'm on all music platforms, man.
Word.
And yeah,
Again, that's Courtesy the Beast, the spelled the proper way, THE, not
thank
no
you.
GA or anything. Courtesy the Beast. All right, y'all can check him out. Like you say, he's on all platforms. We got a question. How long does it take you to write a verse? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good
First, I
question.
want to say shout out to my man. That's my man who wrote that. That's my man.
All right, that's what's
Shout
up.
out to my man Warren.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, I don't most of the time, bro, this might seem crazy, but most of the time, bro, I don't write. Like it's either like the verses that I created,
Mm-hmm.
besides Vibe with Me, I actually took my time and wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. That took me a while. But the other
Word.
albums, bro, I didn't really I don't really write. Like
Mm-hmm.
either I think of things on the spot, or
Mm-hmm.
I never sit down and, oh, there you go. I never sit down and write. Never sit down and write.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the days,
Mm-hmm.
I just write down, a sentence there, a sentence
Mm-hmm.
then, a sentence, a
Mm-hmm.
sentence, a sentence, and then I put
Yeah.
it all together and create the verse. So I don't
That's
sit
dope.
down. Yeah, I don't sit down and take time to write. It's
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
I tap into my emotions or what I'm
Yeah.
feeling, and then being a freestyler, it just come out. Or
Yeah.
I just get a whole bunch of sentences throughout the week and just
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's a great piece of advice for anyone doing music. I do that myself. Like in my notes on my phone, I got just a bunch of just random bars. You know what I'm saying? Anytime it comes up, just put it in your phone or write it down. The easiest way is to put it in your phone because we all have smartphones, right? But
always.
you just jot them down. Just jot them down, and eventually you'll just have a library of just bars and just rhymes and stuff, and you can literally just pull them and piece them together however you want. It's a really, really dope method. I do it myself. I didn't even know if there was somebody out there who did that too. So it's dope that, like I said, we like-minded, bro. We like for sure. That's something it definitely works. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely second that. Definitely. So we're about to come to a close. The first thing I want to say, of course, appreciate you, bro, Kurt, so much for coming on. You know what I'm saying? Blessing us and just really speaking music and speaking godly music too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dope thing. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for coming on. Definitely for anybody who's listening, who's maybe always wanted to be an artist, always wanted to, take the next step, or like we were saying earlier, just make that first move to actually become an artist. Or if you're already an artist and you already started making the music, but you haven't become official yet. Let's say you haven't, got your LLC started. Let's say you don't even know what that is, right? Once this video is over, go ahead and go to my website, WesTheTechProductions.com, and pick up my free music business checklist. It's a free checklist. It just tells you the 3 things you need to do. Literally 3 things. That's all you need. 3 things to be able to start an official music business. All right. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science. We ain't building rockets going to the moon or anything like that. It's very simple. 3 simple things, and you can have an independent business, an independent music business. All right. Also, what I want you guys to do is make sure you go listen to Vibe With Me. All right. Make sure you go check that out. It's on all platforms. Go check out that project. It's really dope. It's really smooth. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to it on the way here. It's absolutely dope. It's a vibe to it. It's literally Vibe With Me. Make sure you go check that out. Where can they find your merch?
Man, you can find my merch on my page, man. You could literally go on my Instagram and click view shop, and the two things I have right there, you can just click and buy from there.
That easy. So
make
no
it easy.
excuses. You could literally go on his IG. He got his merch. He got t-shirts for the Vibe With Me. Make sure you check those out. And of course, make sure you go check out that ebook. What is it? How to talk?
5 steps to properly talk to a girl.
You see
5 steps.
5 steps to properly. That's the key word. Properly talk to a girl. Make sure you go check that out as well. All right. So, is there anything else you wanted to let everybody know before we go?
Man, I want to just say, man, like, if you, whatever, like, not even speaking to independent artists, if you're an entrepreneur in general, man, because that's all the independent artist is, bro. We're entrepreneurs, bro. Whether you want to admit it or not, you are doing everything on your own. You are an entrepreneur, bro. So keep, and like, once you understand, bro, I just want to leave y'all with this, bro. You are a personal brand, bro. So build around that brand. Yeah, and you'll start to see your own growth. You'll start paying yourself. You'll start, bro. It's just amazing when you just understand that. Just keep that in your head. You are a personal brand. That's it.
I love that. I love that because with that, knowing that, that's what sets the tone for everything else. I love that. What a great piece of advice. Make sure y'all jot that down. Make sure listen, I'm my own brand. That's
Thank you.
Post it up somewhere. Put it up in your room. That should be one of the first things you see in the morning. I'm my own brand. And just reflect everything, like you said, from that. That's beautiful. I absolutely co-sign that. I love that so much, bro. So again, bro, thank you everybody for tuning in. You guys had some great questions today. Thank you everybody for joining in. Again, Courtesy, bro, thank you so much for joining the Speakers Don't Lie. It was an absolute blessing, bro. And we definitely got some more tracks. Matter of fact, I might be sending you something after this.
Hey, Leak, right? Leak is gonna bust people's heads open when it be released. Cause look, listen, when I say AOS, when I say I still listen to it, bro, like I still be listening to it.
You haven't even heard the final version, bro. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there.
But I want to say,
it's coming.
I want to say thank y'all for watching. I ain't talking about y'all, but thank y'all too. But I'm talking about future. I'm talking about down the road because the internet is forever. And the more me and your brain grows, the more people will look back at this and see it and get blessed from it. So I want to say thank y'all to the people in the future for watching this in advance. So yeah.
Big facts. I love that. You see that? Mission-minded, bro. Visionaries. I love that. I love that for sure. Well, thank you again, everybody, for watching the show. That's the episode of Speakers Don't Lie. Catch y'all on the flip.